Oh, it is working. Crap. It's sideways. Holy crap. I've been trying to figure out why this thing's being dumb. But then if I turn the camera, because I have it in portrait mode, so if I turn it the other way, it's going to be dumb, because then it'll go upside down. Hang on a second, we're going to try flipping this. I have the ability to do it this way. Hang on. See if that changes anything. I don't think it's going to. I think it's still going to be fuckery. I just moved the camera 180 degrees from where it was, though. Okay, so it's 180 degrees out. The only other option is I can put you on a tripod on my dashboard, but then look, that's gonna slide around like a mofo. I don't think I can change anything here. Additional settings. No. Hang on a sec. Yeah, I'm just trying to go through YouTube Studio at the moment. I don't think I can change it. Fuck's sakes. This thing is so dumb. I'm trying to use the GoPro. I don't think there's any way for me to rotate the camera in the proper fashion without putting it on the tripod, and the tripod's gonna slide around the dashboard. Hang on a sec. We can try it, but let's see. You guys are gonna be upside down for a moment or two. Watch, I'll still be upside down, something really stupid after I put it up right. I just don't like it here because that slides around like a son of a gun. Okay, you're on the dashboard. I'm waiting for it to catch up now. Well, at least it's upright. What's up, Kevin? Goobs, it's more of along the lines that the camera rotates. Like when you're recording, you can use it in whatever orientation, but the problem is that whatever reason with YouTube, it is sideways every time. There, tilt that up a little bit. Yeah, it's like a 5-second delay roughly between when I talk and what I hear through the radio. Kind of kerfuffles your brain. Yeah, we're just going, headed out of town. Got a couple poplar to go knock down for Buddy, but so sore this morning. Morning, Kim. Yeah, see, the problem is, Corey, is I'm using a tripod right now on the dashboard to make it do this, right? It's kind of the shitty thing about it. I like it when it's on the rear view mirror, because then I don't have to worry about sliding around my dash anywhere. Yeah, so we got all the all the shit still loaded from last weekend in the truck, but we're just gonna throw a couple of throw ropes up there and pull the trees over. It's gonna be easy peasy, but Letty, what are you doing? Oh no, don't chew the Smartie off my tree. Josh will be upset. It's his hat. Let's see. Let's see how this works. I don't know where it's facing yet. There we go. There's the slide off. Let's see. Oh, she jumped off. Oh, back to the front. You guys go. I don't know how well that's going to stay there. Oh, you're gonna have to drive normal. Yeah, there's no driving normal. I drive how I drive. Shut that off so the GoPro doesn't get stupid hot. There. Had on defrost. Oh my gosh, tired today, let me tell you. I can't stand slow people. So I'm looking at my phone to comments while I got you guys on the GoPro. What's she in here? So what I got going, we're gonna take the highway around. Screw this, the perimeter. I'm not gonna deal with going through the city. What do you call it? So I got my tub of climbing stuff and whatnot behind the seat. And what she does, she's discovered there's a headrest there, and she can actually stand up on the headrest a bit. What are you wrecking my jacket for? But she can stand up on the head, so the tub's sitting high enough that she can perch up on my headrest. And so she tried to eat the Smartie off the hat, or was trying. Now she's, Letty, stop. Trying to eat my work parka now. Brand new one. Oh. Yeah, Pablo jumps on, he'll recognize this area right quick. So what's everybody else up to today? Tree job, or at least one smaller one this weekend, but never got any inquiries. So being a long weekend would have been nice to work one day, but whatever, is what it is. This one's just a favor for Buddy. We had last year, we dropped a couple of oaks there at his place, and there was a couple of these poplars left. I think there's a few more he wanted to take down too, but these two are one's kind of overhanging his shop a bit, but it's got a dead limb, and then the other one's kind of got a lean-to to it, but it'll be pretty easy. Like I said, I'm just gonna throw a tag line up, we'll hook him to his 1-ton and pull him over. I'm not climbing him. Now they got a little more tools available that I picked up since last year. Well, a lot more, I guess. Last weekend I picked up some new stuff for rigging and some new a new 1/2-inch fucking rigging line. I got what, half? Then I can't remember what the other one is. I think the other one's like 3/8. I don't know, it's a little bit smaller, but not by much. It was a climbing line, but due to I don't know the history of the rope, so I picked it up and actually used that as a rigging line too. What in the fuck? Oh, okay. A couple people on horseback. Then picked up some other shit, like oh, what the hell you call them? Something sling there. It's got the friction saver eyelid on it, and then a CMI. They call them mini. I think it's a mini pulley. The micros. Yeah, It's got to be a mini. It's like a pulley block or whatever. That thing was handy last weekend because we did, what, 3 trees last weekend over 2 days, 2 and a bit days. And yeah, just a bunch of, picked up some various size, what do you call it, endless loops. So I picked up some of them. Trying to remember what the hell my mind is just mush. Well, yeah, no, like, going to switch chains, got a sharp one. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got a few chains to sharpen now after the last 3 times of being out. Changed a couple times off my 28 last weekend. Ended up damaging one of the drivers on it. So I gotta dig into those chains when I got time. And then, fuck, the time before that, another one jumped off the 28, same bar, and fucking damaged one of the drive links on that one too. So I was not too happy about that, but it is what it is. I'll just have to file them down, make sure they fit back in the groove. I just don't understand why it was throwing chains, because my chains weren't loose. My rim is freaking brand new, well, damn near brand new. Only has a couple hours of use on it, probably, maybe 3 on the tie side now, but it's not getting a groove board into it yet, so. What you doing, Eddie? You want to come up front? No, don't drink coffee, it'll stunt your growth. You're already going to be small enough. Yeah, I had the puppy with me, but because I got you guys on the GoPro, it's kind of a pain in the butt. I gotta spin it around every time. If she stays there long enough, you'll see her. Let's see. I don't know if it's quicker on your guys' end than my end, but it still shows on my end it's still facing the front of the truck. Oh, there we go, now it's rotating. Yeah, so there's the little Eddie. The old poopies. That's the tote there I was talking about. So I got my park on there. Actually, I got 2 parkas in here, but I got one on there so she can lay down on it, gives her something comfy. Now she's just trying to get comfy on the seat. It's got my work hoodie there. Oh, get her to that bank. Oh, the Toledos. What's up there, my dears? Hopefully she shows up okay on the camera. She's put on a couple of pounds. I swear since Friday, she feels like she's put on like half a pound, but could have been all the food she's eaten too, but she's at that age for her growth spurts and stuff now. Sucks I can't bring her to the States yet, but I gotta talk to the vet when I'm there on Friday doing her last round of shots to find out when I can do her rabies. Because I don't think her shots include rabies in there, but I might be wrong. I gotta get the paperwork going to be able to. I think going to the States I don't need the paperwork, but I need the rabies, up-to-date rabies and maybe vaxes, but whatever, all that shit's gonna be up to date. And then to come back into Canada I need an import permit. So, but she's not eligible by age anyways until December 30th. So if I go out east over Christmas or whatever happens there, I gotta go through Canada to be able to take her because she won't qualify. It'll be a little short qualifying to be able to go to the States. But maybe on the trip back I might be able to come home through the States. That'll be interesting because it'll shave a couple hours and I'll go through, I think it's like, I can't remember if Wisconsin's in there, but Michigan's in there, Minnesota's in there, North Dakota. Those states I know for sure I'd be going through on the trip, on the way back, if I were to go that route. big ears, Blue. Yeah, Kim, she's cute as a cucumber, but pain in the butt, too. Billy, she's a corgi. She looks like a Cardigan Welsh corgi, but her parents are actually Pembroke corgis. Both, I believe, like, as far as I know, they're all purebred, so I assume she's purebred as well. But the dad was a fluffy corgi like they normally are, but the mom was kind of a medium long hair and not so fluffy. So I don't know if she's gonna get foofy here in the main area. Like her dad was, but her mom wasn't. But I don't know, like, she's fluffy. I don't know, dogs are all fluffy, but yeah, she got the little corgis, the little typical corgi ears. Yeah, little corgi head. I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't really show up well on camera, but her paws, she got like healthy sized paws for such a medium sized breed. I still gotta get her dog insurance yet too, because you can, like, I don't know about the States, but here you can get dog insurance. Well, it'd be like having benefits at work kind of thing. Health insurance. There we go. Yeah, she's a little tired. Last weekend she spent most of her time was in the truck while I was working, because I didn't want to leave her at home. So get her out, and yeah, she sat in the truck most of the time, but it was out of the house and stuff. And oh yeah, she's adorable. So I'm hoping for 2025, hopefully, frickin', depends where I'm at in the country, and how things go, but hopefully I'll be able to make it to Palooza, because I want to get her a little shirt, like printed shirt, like for Palooza 2025. But I can't do it now because she's still too small, because she was born July 30th, so what is that, July, August, September, October. She's 4 months working on her 5 months. Yeah, so she should be the average apparently female corgi should be in and around the high sides, about 32, 34 pounds, something like that. And when I had her in the vet 2-3 weeks ago, she was 8.1 or 8.2 kilos, so that's like 16.5 pounds. So she's about half her size, roughly. She'll get about twice the size and weight, and a little bit longer, and a little bit overall bigger. In the insurance for sure. Yeah, well, corgis have so since she didn't come from a CKC breeder, and there's no guarantee on hip dysplasia or nothing, I don't know what her future holds as far as health concerns are going to be. Like, I really don't know. So figured health insurance policy would be a good thing for her, to say the least. Better to be safe than sorry, and then especially if I'm in another place or whatever, then you just pay a deductible instead. But deductibles, I don't know. I haven't looked into it too much yet. I got recommendations from the vet who to go through, or at least to check. She's been she has a clean bill of health and whatnot. Because when I got her on a Friday night, took her into the vet on a Saturday morning for a checkup, her first round of shots, getting her chipped, all that stuff. So I had to pay for the chip, but if I would have waited to get her spayed, neutered, whatever they call it for the female dogs, then the chip would have been free. But I figured, just in case, if she ever got out, she ever went missing, then at least I have a small hope in hell with her having a chip in her. So I just paid the extra $40-45 and been done with it. But so she's got all that. Yeah, like I say, it's she's going for her 3rd round of shots this upcoming Friday, actually. But the last couple of trips, because I had her in because she was making this weird sound that, oh, we might have that there for her. She was making this weird sound that did not make sense to me, and so I had the vet check her out, because just out of you know, being cautious and stuff like that. And well, lo and behold, freaking. But I went to, yeah, so I had her checked out. That I went to Saskatchewan that weekend, and when I came back, picked her up from her doggy sitter, and she wasn't making the sound anymore. I was like, okay. So whatever the sound was, it sounded like she had like water in her chest almost. And so being a papa, you know, being a little concerned about her and stuff, so got her checked out. Like I say, sense of, because like I take her for morning walks, evening walks. When she's playing, anything else, it doesn't flare up. It would just randomly flare up out of nowhere. You'd be holding her, she'd just be sitting there, and it would happen. And so it was like, what is it, $75 for the vet check? But you know what? It's better to be safe than sorry. Make sure she's in good health and whatnot. My dog is 4 months, probably 35. What kind of dog you got there, Zach? I might have missed it in the comments, but Blue, we are heading, actually, my destination is actually about 4.5 miles from the American border. I can literally, well, I can't, I don't have my passport with me, but hypothetically, I could just jump over the border and go, but I gotta find my one backpack. I thought it was maybe in the truck, and maybe it still is. I haven't noticed it. I haven't seen it in the house either, so it's got my passport and everything in it. Passport, her information. It's kind of my bug out bag, travel bag leak recently, but yeah, so yeah, we're gonna be about when I was looking at the yeah, it's like 4.5 miles of field. It's a town. Well, we're not gonna go to that town, but we're like I said, we're not gonna be far from it. 10 minutes. It's called it's a border crossing called Tolstoy. So we're gonna be in a town close to there, dropping a couple of trees quick today. I could have went a little later in the day, but it's what, 10:30 now. I was bugging a buddy of mine there because I was just like, hey, I'll be there for 7. He's like, that's too fucking early. I'm like, wussy. He's like, hey, so he's like 10 or 10, 11 o'clock. Let's do it. I'm like, okay. So I left a little later. Oh, there we go. Yeah, no climbing, no rigging today, which will be nice. Yeah, I lost my purse. I don't know where the fuck it went. I was looking for it yesterday, or Friday, trying to find something there, but I couldn't find it, so I don't know where the fuck it is. It's around somewhere, but specifically I don't know, but oh, yeah. Okay, it shows up there. You'll be able to see. No, you're looking all cute and stuff laying down there. Ate my potatoes. Corgis are known for being nicknamed as Potato as well. So I always call her my little potato, even though she's not a traditional Pembroke color. The Pembrokes are a lot like the corgis you see on videos, TV, whatever. They're let's see, does it show up? When she turns, I don't know, you'll probably be able to see the white stripe on her muzzle. But the Pembrokes are more like a blondie color. They have white and blondie. If anybody saw Frankie, like the ex-wife's dog, for anybody that saw Frankie, he's a traditional Pembroke corgi. Like I say, she looks like a cardigan Welsh, and right at the camera. But she looks like a cardigan Welsh, so she was the only one in that litter that turned out this color. And no, you stay there. Stay down. No. Yeah, so I went and did a meet and greet. I brought one of my friends. I use girlfriend, that's really the wrong word, but brought one of my friends with me. She's a big dog person too, and it was one male and I want to say 7 or 8 females. And the one male was very spoken for, and so when I got there, he brought all the pups out and outside, because they live outside the city and have little properties. So did a meet and greet, and kind of whichever pup came first and second, and there was no third. There was only 2 pups that came running up. Yeah, you were one of them. And you know, show them some teeth, like give them a little love, cuddles, talk to them, whatever, and put them down. Did that 3, maybe 4 times, and Letty was the first one that always came running back. So I figured that should be the best match, especially if she's the one who keeps coming running back to me. So that's how I ended up like picking her. I let her pick me, actually, but you're on camera. Yeah, you're on camera. Right up there. Up there. Hey. Yeah, you start to use your voice more and more. Yeah, she started using her voice in the last, I don't know. She used it a little bit, since I got her, but not very much. But in the last week, I would say, she's really started being a lot more vocal. So, it's kind of good. Some days she just likes to argue. I mean, typical female stuff, you know. Males understand that. Kim, I'm headed to a friend of mine's place. From where I'm staying currently, it's about an hour and 20 minutes. It's all the way down by the American border, 4.5 miles from the border. Oh, here, flip this around. This is I kind of should have went through the city, but kind of glad I didn't. Oh. They're putting new overpasses and everything in here. I heard they wanted to actually get modern, actually put 3 lanes through here, I think in the next 10 years. I just flipped the camera back around, but yeah, that's where we're headed right now. Hopefully they get rid of this crap by winter time. Are you going to take her out hunting? Yeah, Billy, I'll be taking her with me deer hunting. I'm going next week, starting my rifle next weekend, rifle season. But she won't be like the last number of years. I've been just doing lazy man hunting, drive around. Then I got my spots I can park at, get out, do whatever I need to do. So she'll be along for the ride for sure. There's not one dog I have not brought with me hunting yet. Well, besides Frankie, because obviously me and the ex-wife aren't together anymore, living or together. So, or else I'd be breeding him too. Zach from the American border. I would say about an hour and 20-ish minutes. Kind of what Google was predicting or calculating the drive I have to do today. So the border crossing, my buddy's house would not be the one. Actually, I would probably use it because it's smaller. It's not a main throughway one. The other one's it should be a little bit closer, but it is a main it's a main crossing. Like it's one of the it's our provinces, and same thing for North Dakota. It's their main entry point into Canada, and our main entry point into the States. That ain't bad, Kevin. Yeah, for me, I don't care if I shoot a buck or a doe. when I used to take time off work, go, you know, and so I take what, like 5 days off, so then technically I'd have like what, 9 days worth of hunting. That I would be picky about what I did, what I shot. But nowadays, because I don't take time off work to go hunting anymore, so I go out on Saturdays and Sundays, so it's kind of whatever comes up. It's all meat to me. I'm not picky about it. Issue is last year the deer. So I filled my tag, I filled Dad's tag, and then with my tag, oh Letty, what are you doing? With my tag, I split that with my hunting partner because we weren't able to fill her tag, so I split that deer 50-50 with her. So what we ended up, so I got half a deer last year, and honestly, I never ended up finishing eating it. There's actually, well, it's probably thrown out by now, but when I left the ex-wife's house there back in September, there was still a little bit of steaks and roast and stuff left. Not much, but game birds, I'm still waiting for. Yeah, see, like if I could live not 100% off wild game, like I probably would, just to reduce the cost of everything. And I don't mind deer. I've eaten it my whole entire life, but I can only handle so much of it, and I don't moose hunt. So moose hunting's kind of out of the question for me, but I do prefer moose meat. I prefer way over deer. But like I say, I don't moose hunt. I don't elk hunt. I just go for whitetail. They opened up mule deer here last year, so I don't know what the tags are this year. Last year they were $5 a tag. But if you were to find a mule deer in this part of the province, I'd be surprised. Like, I know antelope have been spotted in southern Manitoba, like at the south end of the province, but I haven't heard of mule deer yet. I know where to get mule deer, like I know the area or the general areas they like to be in. Because we used to hunt out western Manitoba. The guy I used to be friends with, we used to, like me and Dad used to go out there, like hunt with his family and stuff, but let's just say some stuff went sour. I didn't approve of some of the choices he made, so it wasn't worth the friendship and the stress of the friendship, like in general. So like that was the byproduct of losing like a phenomenal hunting spot. Then so be it. Like, it is what it is. I just couldn't justify being friends with somebody with the shit that he did. So elk is like an energy drink. Yeah, I've tried elk. I've never gone hunting for elk. I know where there is elk in Manitoba. Same thing with Saskatchewan. Same thing with moose in Saskatchewan. Same thing with Manitoba. I know where there's moose, but I don't have the resources. And what I mean by that is, you know, like I got rid of my quad a number of years ago. Got rid of my side-by-side 3 years ago, so I don't have the tools that I would need to retrieve a moose, because my body physically could not handle quartering up a moose and fucking carrying one out. Like, there is absolutely no way in hell my body would be able to handle that. My back is shot and things like that, so anything I do, even for physical labor, like I have to do it at a pace my body's comfortable with, so I don't kill myself doing it. Like my back's sore from last weekend because I lifted some big heavy logs and shit like that. But so this highway, if we're were to take this highway all the way to the very end, this would take us down the Tolstoy eventually, which is the American border crossing. We went past the other Pembina highways called Route 75, and Route 75 is the one that a lot of the freight comes in and out of, going to and from North Dakota. I'm whiny every day. My fucking nose is plugged. I'm a freaking throat talker on top of it. So I sound even more dumb. Before I was born, on the other side of this floodway, then down, well, to the right would be west, and then yeah, down to the west there's somewhere Dad used to own a nice property. But parents moved back to the city because I was born. Made more sense to be closer to everything that way. So I've been living out. Also, probably chances are I would have grown up out here as a kid, which would have been nice or cool, but. Yeah, one of my last rides on the side-by-side was actually in this area, too. So smooth. Oh my, like the side-by-side, a lot of things are smooth out the get-go, but some of these ditches are so flat and so smooth, you just pin it to win it, just go. That was fun. Where I used to ride, it had sections of good ditch, but this out here is really good ditch. Going through the grass sucks because that shit kicks the shit out of you physically. Whips you like a freaking, literally like a whip. But yeah, some of the yeah, you probably can't see the trails in the ditch. But some of the trails are super fucking smooth. And yeah, like I was cruising like $120, $130 in this ditch last time I was out here with it. It was just go time. Slow cooker chicken last night, but ended up going to Dad's and stuff like that. So once I'm done this smoke, I'll roll the window up so it's not so loud. I picked up something really cool, since some of you guys know I have a thing for diesel heaters. Now I have an overabundance of them, but give me a minute, we're almost done. There we go. Yeah, like I was looking at places out here, out in this area to rent actually too. So some of these towns are so close to the city that they have modern day how like side by sides. I don't know. I think a couple of them might even have apartments in them. But I was looking at some of the side by sides because some of the complexes actually have garages on or like they have a garage with them. So I was kind of poking around at some of that as a possibility, because these Ildeshane, I think is the next one on the left side. It's only like 10 minutes from the perimeter. It's not that far from the city. And I was kind of looking at those because then I can eliminate my my storage locker. But I found another town out here actually for storage lockers that is less than half of what I pay now for the same size. I believe those ones are heated, but I'd have to double check. I know the unheated ones are $100 a month, and the heated ones shouldn't be fucking much more, maybe $30-40 more a month. So yeah, I got the window down. She's not gonna tattletale on me. But yeah, no, like, there's a lot of shit going on as far as like trying to figure out what I'm gonna do next. Whether it's like move one direction or the other. There's a couple people that are, you know, that know what's up. But if I were to rent the place, it was like looking in the city. If I got an apartment, because then you save on utilities. Okay. I don't know if this is going to show up or she's going, or she might have moved already by the time the camera rotates, but she was trying to sit on top of my arm. But anyways, yeah, no, it's a nice country out here. I found a couple of years ago, I found a nice place out here, but fuck, I think it was on like 2 or 3 acres for rent, attached 2-car garage with a basement and a bungalow, and freaking poopy pants didn't want to fucking do it. I'm like, okay, would have been ideal though, but whatever, YOLO. But anyways, diesel heaters. I was browsing Marketplace there on whatever day, Wednesday or whatever day that was, and frickin' saw this one diesel heater pop up, and I saw who was selling it, and I was like, oh shit. So I sent him a message, and frickin', so we got talking or whatever, and because he's a family friend. His not, oh wait, here we go. Here's a lot of those new houses I was talking about, if they show up at all. They're all by side kind of thing, but you know, they're nice, they're new. They're 10 minutes from the city, maybe 15 tops. But that was, yeah, diesel heater. So yeah, so a friend of the family, his dad just passed away. We were out in Saskatchewan early October for his funeral, and dad was friends with him for 73 years. And I learned a lot of stuff on the farm. He was a 3rd generation farmer, things like that. So I learned a lot. Like, I don't remember a lot of stuff in my life, but the stuff I was shown and taught on the farm, I remember. Oh yeah, so, but it was his kid that had this diesel heater for sale. So I was talking to him and stuff. He's like, yeah, no, just take it. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, just take it. He's like, your family. He's like, are you sure? Like, I don't mind paying for it. I know what the thing's worth. He's like, no, just take it. Get it up for $300. It's a little 2 kilowatt, so it's nothing big, but it's compact enough. Hang on, I just gotta get past Doohickey and Doolittle before we lose the twin. Yeah, so a little 2 kilowatt. I actually believe it might fit underneath the back seat of my truck. So I gotta do some test fitting, see if I can fit in the underneath my seat, because my bigger one does not work. My portable one, I made some adapters for my window so I can plumb in the hot side, or the hot and the cold side, so it can always recirculate. So what I was thinking was, if I can mount that one underneath the seat, then I just gotta figure out some hard plastic ideas to run the hot side through my center console, and then vent out the 2 tubes, passenger and driver's side. So then this way I can actually heat the floor, so if I'm doing any overnights anywhere, then I don't have to run the truck at all. Like, it's just use the diesel heater and be done with it. What are you chewing? Don't wreck my truck. Oh, you've been wrecking that already. Letty, I will throw you out the window, and you can find a new home. You wrecked my truck. I made her stop. Oh, I can't remember if it's this bluff, or this chunk of bush coming up where that house was that I found. No, I think it's the next one. Yeah, I think it's the next, after the next opening. Yeah, this truck's got no balls. No balls! It's got LS problems. Is that it? Yeah, that would have been it right there. I don't know if it showed up in time or not, but there was a house there I could have rented a couple of years ago. It was freaking perfect. So that's about, if Ildeshane's 10 to 15, that's 15 to 20 minutes from the perimeter. Well treed. Kind of wish would have fucking did it, but whatever, it is what it is. Can't change the past. Morning, Evan. But yeah, so I gotta do some test fitting. I got the heater still works. It's fucking free Webasto heater. It's a $15 or $1,500 fucking heater. I just gotta replace the climate control box on it because the dial's broken. Pretty sure I look at it close. Shaft is broken, but maybe just presses on. But I don't know. Nice sliding camper. But yeah, so I think I might plumb that into the truck actually, and reason being is because like when like last year when me and Buddy went ice fishing up in Ontario, middle of fucking nowhere, but it was cold. It was -40 out, and so we ran the truck instead of running the diesel heater because I fucked up on when I cut down my tubes for the diesel heater. I cut them actually a little cut one of them too short when I split them in half and then cut them down to what I thought was going to work, and what I thought was going to work I thought wrong. It was like 3-4 inches too short. I'm sure women can relate to that. And yeah, so never ended up using it. Like, so when I tested it, it seemed to work in the truck. But I'm gonna try to see if I can get that little 2 kilo mounted under the seat. And then I still want to find a diesel engine heater too, because like again when I get back into more serious ice fishing and backcountry ice fishing, where I'm going to be spending nights and stuff like that, I want to make sure the truck is totally self-sufficient. So if it's cold out, it's not a fucking issue. And then I also don't have to replace the block heater in my truck either through the winter. I can run a diesel coolant heater all winter. Just set it fucking, because I think you can set those for temperature based, time. I know you can just set them for timer based. It only needs like an hour to run on this little motor compared to a highway tractor, so like an hour would be more than enough to heat this motor up. So hour of that was start up and shut down, 5 liters of fuel based off the consumption of my other heaters would run. 5 liters would probably, that's what, just a little over a gallon and a quarter or something like that. That would last me probably fucking well over a month. Or close to it. Be nice if I found the gas version of these heaters, because then I would just tap it into my fuel tank on the truck, but I'll roll with diesel, is what it is. Find a little tank I can mount on, like, make a little, just a bracket system mounted underneath my, into my frame rails. Runs to 170 temperature. Yeah, and you can set those, I think, like based off of like you set the time, and then if you want it to come on at 5 o'clock in the morning, run for an hour, you can do that too, I believe. Evan, do you know if there's much quality difference between a Webasto and an S-Bar or S-Par? I'm probably just gonna buy a fucking used brand name one instead of a Chinese new one, because they're about the same price anyways. But consumption is supposed to be less on the brand name stuff as well compared to the Chinese ones, at least based off of the orifice size in the fuel line too, like the hard line that feeds them. Because they're, you know, they're kind of in the same playing field, like they're competition against each other. run more efficiently than Chinese one. At least that's what the claim is with the cab heaters. The cab heaters are the brand name ones are supposed to run more efficiently than the cheap ones. So I haven't dug into it, like I haven't pulled the fuel line off of the one I just got, like the cabin heater. But when I was looking at videos of the Webasto, the orifice on the hard line's like fucking substantially smaller than the Chinese version. But the Chinese version, you can't reduce them because you need the fuel flow or else they don't run properly. Come on, yeah, piece of junk truck. Brand name though, is it not? Webasto or S-Bar? S-Bar, whatever. Something car bar. I also don't know what it's like when I get out of here. I might lose reception. FYI, I'm not sure. Yeah, I couldn't believe how big or how small this two kilowatt one was. Because my Chinese ones like code 8 kilowatt, but they're physically cannot put out 8 kilowatts, like they're a 3 to 5. And then I found some dealer, I guess there must be like recycling yards that are selling all these different types of heaters. It seemed like the engine heaters don't have the controllers and stuff with them, so there's going to be a bit of a cost on that to replace the wiring harness and the controller, but I gotta do some more and keep my eyes open, do some more looking. I'm sure I can find that at least the wiring harness with it. Because when I was looking at the Webasto Top C diesel heater wiring harnesses, Amazon for like 150 bucks. That's without a controller, so you still need a controller on top of it. That's part, yeah. Yeah, and like, from what I understand, you only need to run those things for like, even on a fucking diesel for like an hour. All the ones I found were 5 kilowatt versions, so I mean 5 kilowatts on a little V8 gas motor compared to like a 10 liter or whatever they are fucking highway tractor diesel. It's gonna heat up my coolant a lot. Like my whole cooling system probably wouldn't be enough coolant, the equivalent amount of coolant to the rad of a highway tractor. So, oh my god, I hate this highway. It's actually at least it's smooth though. I can't. Here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, since I'm not using my phone, I can't focus the camera to kind of soften up all the other colors around, so it's a little easier to see everything. But Evan, I found the coolest. I sent it to Corey this morning. Found a Ford E350 ambulance converted to a camper with a 7.3. Apparently needs a valve cover gasket, front wheel bearing, and hang on. I need 400 horse in this truck. This thing's too gutless. Way too gutless. No balls. But I'm not sure what they want for that camper van. I was like, fuck, that'd be the cat's meow. It's got everything in it already. You know, everything but a toilet. It's got the bed, it's got shelving, it's got a stove. Well, I think the stove's got an oven. It's got a sink. I think it was 100 liter water capacity.